In this particular session, participants will be taught the basics of reference management tools. Participants will learn the advantages of reference management tools and how to use them to further improve their academic research. To lead the discussion, we have Mr. Arthur Bryan C. Mariano. He is an IT and reference librarian currently assigned to the Information Services and Instruction section of the University Library. He earned his bachelor's degree in Library and Information Science at the UP School of Library and Information Studies and is currently pursuing his master's in Library and Information Science. Please welcome Mr. Arthur Bryan Mariano. Good afternoon, Sir Arthur.
Good afternoon. Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay. So I'll just share my screen. Sorry. Where are my controls? Okay, there. Okay, so we will be discussing citation tools. I have to go a bit faster because we're delayed a few minutes. Before we go further, I would just like to see how many of you are familiar with citation management tools? So any reactions, thumbs up, heart, smiley, anything would be okay. So 10, 11. So pretty much all of us are familiar, I think, or most of us are familiar. So I guess so that we don't run into more delays later on, I'd just like to say, hintayin nyo munang matapos yung presentation ko bago kayo mag-post ng question. Minsan, tinatanong nyo siya, nadidiscuss naman siya during the course of the presentation. And at the same time, all of my references will be in my presentation so that you can explore things on your own, you can install things on your own. So which citation tool is best for you would largely depend on what you are doing and how you go about your research or how you go about your study. What else? Can you guys chat which citation manager you are currently using or you are familiar with? Okay, EndNote, APA, Mendeley. So APA is a citation style. It's not a citation manager. Okay, Zotero, EasyBib. Cite this for me. Cite as you like. Yeah. Okay, Mendeley mostly. So basically, Citation Manager is a software package. So it could be an application, it could be an extension, Chrome extension or plugin for Firefox. It could be a database, it could be a website. Basically, this allows you to collect, organize, and use bibliographic references or citation. So it's also known as reference manager, reference management software, bibliographic content manager, bibliographic management software. Yeah. So basically, we use citation managers because of the information boom, no, the information explosion. There's just too many research to look at, and if we do not use something that will collate or help us organize all of these, then it will take us a very long time just looking at them or getting an overview of them. So your basic citation manager should be able to create citations in text, bibliographies, or references. they are usually used for thesis, dissertations, or large research projects. They basically help you consolidate, organize. Sometimes they even allow you to add notes and collaborate with other people. Um, for some of them who work on multiple platforms, they allow you to migrate and work from different places or devices. And most of them allow export and import of data in various formats, usually RIS, BibTeX. What's the other one? The other one I think is for EndNote. No, EndNote is RIS. Hold on. Yeah, EndNote XML. Sorry, there. So hold on, please. I forgot to turn on my timer. So we can't afford any more delays. Hopefully we'll be done by 3. So they allow the inclusion of full text papers in PDF. So some of them actually allow PDFs to be attached. Some of them allow reference or they allow text to be labeled and highlighted. And since I said it allows for collaboration, there are some citation managers which allow you to share full text PDFs and all of your annotations and notes to all of your collaborators, everyone in your work group. So reference managers offer tools for exporting citations and references into Word or other word processing programs, applications as well. So for most of them, for example, Mendeley and EndNote, they already have an add-on to Microsoft Word, which you can access via the reference tab. So so basically, the goal of any reference manager is to be able, it's to empower you to use and utilize large numbers of citations or large number of publications. Scholar there. So another purpose of citation managers is that they help you cover the requirements of scholarly publishers. What else? Oh, like this is an offshoot of the citation generators. So before, citation generators would ask you to input stuff, input the details of the materials you are citing, and then it would spit out a citation. In this case, it would get the citation from the material itself. So this came about because of the, how would I say this? Since most of our resources, online resources were or online journals were subscription based, so they were in XML format. That format had context objects in span. So basically, it's metadata of bibliographic information of the material. So citation can be generated from there. Citation can also be generated from the PDF or the full text. And citation, of course, the generated citation can be edited depending on your need, or if you see that there's something wrong with it. So we will be discussing two, not the top two, but the two citation managers we have or we employ. We'll also dive into Zotero, or give an overview of Zotero very briefly. So for students of the university, you may access Mendeley via this link, mainlive.upd.edu.ph/Mendeley. All of the installations and requirements are there. And if you want to get I think we have the Mendeley Institutional Edition. So we get perks, which I will discuss later. For everybody else, you can go to mendeley.com and just download the desktop version. I think, yeah, I'll discuss it in a while. And of course, we'll also discuss EndNote. So for Mendeley, this is part of our subscription to, I think, Science Direct, the UP system subscription to Science Direct. And for EndNote, it's part of Web of Science. That's why it's mainlive.upd.edu.ph/Web of Science. Are you guys still there? Still following? Reactions, please. Thumbs up. Uy, may isang heart. Okay. So basically for Mendeley, the university has institutional edition via Science Direct. Uh, when I say overview, we're not really going to dive into the specific um, citation manager itself. We don't have enough time, but we will discuss an overview of them, what makes them good. So for UP, those members of the UP community, Mendeley is good because just look at it, 100 gigabyte personal and 100 gigabyte shared storage. So I don't think you'll be able to attach that much full text content, 100 gigabytes of full text content. I don't think you'll be able to get that. For those of you who aren't part of the UP community, you can still get Mendeley for free. Um I think for personal use it's 2 gigabytes, then 100 MB for shared. So Mendeley is good because it's really good at annotating or organizing your what do you call this, your citations. And it's so if you've already registered and have linked your account to a Mendeley or created your own Mendeley account, then basically this is how it looks like every time. And then you can download the Mendeley Reference Manager. Just, yeah, click this one. Once you log in, this is the first thing you'll see. Actually, you need to click the library in order for you to go to your all of your references. Then this is what the Mendeley desktop looks like. So what it's really good at, or what most people like about it, is its ability to highlight text. So as you can see, this is the full text version, which was attached to the citation, and then you can highlight specific parts of the text, and then you can also add post-its. You can also annotate, and then you can generate specific citations for I'm not sure it's for annotated. For basically, if you've tagged it already, you can already cite parts of the uh, parts of the material, parts of the full text. So there was a question a while ago where you have difficulty citing, or would you need to cite pages? Then this one would solve that. So basically, citation managers were designed to help you shift through multiple studies, multiple publications, in order for your research to go faster. Hold on, please. So for Mendeley Desktop, this is for the collaboration. Different people can highlight. So basically, you can choose your color. Unfortunately, you cannot choose the same color. So no two people can have orange, or once someone gets orange, then that's his or her color, and they can't really change that anymore. Unless, well, they can, but they can't choose a color that another person has already chosen. Then, as you can see, there are document-wide notes, and there are index annotations, and of course, also annotations or notations of people. So they are timestamped. So you'll know when this person noted this as such. This is all for the purpose of collaboration. So if you want to write papers together, if you want to dissect studies together, then yeah, Mendeley is good. So like I said a while ago, you can install this to your MS Word via the plugin. All you need to do is click Tools, then install MS Word plugin. Why is my okay? So it basically looks like this. So for the Mendeley plugin, just click on the References tab at the top, and then usually it's at the far right. And no matter how you uh, minimize or maximize your window, it's always at the far right. Unless you have other citation management software. Basically, it goes like whichever one you install first, then that's uh, at the far right, but to the left of whichever you installed last, or in that order. So you can insert, yes, hold on, I'll answer the question in the chat in a while. Um, so you can insert citation like this one. For example, you insert you paraphrase, or you get the idea which you want to use, or how you interpret the idea. Then you put the citation, and then you can also generate the references at the end. So is it only accessible to UP members? For the institutional access of 100 gigabytes personal and 100 gigabytes shared, yes, it is. But you can also go to mendeley.com and download it for free, but you'll only get 2 gigabytes of personal storage. So the second one we use is EndNote, which is again Web of Science. Clarivate is the, I think, the company, and it's good for STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So for those disciplines, it's really good. It has the most format types. So format types, basically, if it's manuscript, interview, journal. So you won't there won't come a time wherein you get a material and then you would need to edit the citation. It would very rarely happen that you would uh, edit the citation types. Am I right? Or bibliographic entry type in order to accommodate the material, because they basically have all of them. At least that's as far as I know. Then you can add up to 50,000 references, and its storage capacity is 2 gig. However, this isn't accessible for. I guess it is accessible to the public, but again, like I said, since its main claim to fame is that you can search from its interface in the most of the STEM disciplines. If you are not a paying or if your account isn't paid, or if your account isn't linked to an institution which paid for it, then you wouldn't be able to search using it. So that's its main limitation. So for those part of the UP community, all you would need to do in order for the searching function to reactivate is to um, log in within the university campus. So that's it. If since we're still working from home and studying from home with all the distance education setup, you can just ask for assistance from your college or home library and ask them to log in for you within the campus. Hold on, I think I have a message. Okay. Okay, I think I can answer that later. Next slide. Okay, so the basic interface looks pretty much the same as Mendeley, if you notice, right? It's basically the same. Why is it not moving? And it went back. Hold on, please. There. So in order for you to add citations, you would need to go to collect and then click online search, or you can click new reference. Um, when you click new reference, it basically acts like a citation generator. It asks you to input everything. Although what I find weird with the new reference is that you can also search for the material using the DOI. So yeah, it's still faster. Then for online search, you can choose any of the databases, which is JISC Library, Hub, Discover, Library of Congress, National Library of Medicine, and PubMed, or National Library of Medicine. So for example, you put in, what did I search here? COVID-19. So as of a few hours ago, there are 20,971 results for COVID-19. And then all you need to do is click on an entry and then just add it to your library. And then you can sort it however way you want. If you'll notice here, I have two
Sir,
groups.
excuse me.
Yes.
Sir, nandun pa rin yung slide sa EndNote. Access via Web of Science, good for STEM.
Oh, naghang?
Yes, sir.
How about now?
Yan, sir, okay.
Okay. Sorry for that. It's not really my fault. Um, so where was I? Oh yeah, you can sort each citation by group this way. You can just create a group and just stick them in there, and then you can generate bibliographies from this. You can export it and transfer it into some other manager. So basically that's the good thing that they implemented, was that uh, there is a common or standard export format, which is IRS, BibTeX, and XML. So what I advise you do, since there are a lot of citation management software out there, just try to use one for a day or two, and then just export and import your citations into different software so you can get a feel for them, and then just use the one which best fits your proclivities, or kung anong topak mo basically. Kung paano ka mag-research, kung ano yung pinakamabilis na software na gamitin, pinaka nakakatulong sa'yo, or pinaka less nakaka-stress. Kasi minsan, baka mamaya installation pa lang naiinis ka na, 'di ba? So, huwag mo nang gamitin 'yon. So, yes, you can add annotations for EndNote, um, but it's not as versatile as Mendeley. 'Di ba yung Mendeley, pwede mong i-highlight tapos mag-add ka ng notation and all that. Dito sa EndNote, note lang talaga siya. So, yon. Hindi siya as hindi interactive. Hindi siya as glamorous or easy to use yon as Mendeley. So, pretty bare bones yung EndNote kung when it comes to features. I'll show you a comparison graph later para makita natin. sabihan niyo ako pagka nag-hang ulit kasi I'm presenting from Canva. I think there's an issue. Or sorry. Why am I back here? So yan. So like yung desktop edition, so meron tayong cite while you write. So so you can insert and format citations, bibliographies automatically. Ito yung sinasabi kong plugin sa Word. Tapos capture reference button. So i-click and drag nyo tong button na to as a bookmark. And then if you're in a journal or something online, you can just click on the bookmark and it will automatically spit out the citation. So again, due diligence, or as we old people like to say, cross your eyes and dot your I's and cross your T's. Sorry, there. So yeah. So Mendeley also has a Chrome plugin, uh, Chrome extension. Sorry. I'm hearing messages. Anyway, so I'm not gonna show you guys how the so basically for open source, for those of you guys who are not part of the UP community and don't want to be bogged down by all of these restrictions, you can just go to zotero.org. It's an open source citation manager. It's compatible with Word, LibreOffice, Google Docs. It has over 100,000 citation styles among many of its claim to fame. I'll show you in the comparison graph later. But basically, it looks like this. So as you can see
Excuse me.
from, yes,
We're still in slide 13, the EndNote, all my references.
how about this one?
There.
Okay. Okay. Zotero interface looks like this, basically. So so this is its desktop application. So as you can see, it looks very similar to the previous interfaces. There's basically not much difference between it's just that some things are limited in certain ways, and they all do basically the same thing in different ways. So Mendeley allows you to highlight, EndNote does not, although it does allow you to add notes and all that. So all of these wonderful things are things you can explore on your own. And during these explorations, you will get a sense of which citation manager would be best for you. Because as much as we'd like to prescribe, uh, uh, it would really depend on you, on how you do research. Are you guys still here? Can I get a thumbs up or any reaction? Okay, as long as I get 11 people, I'm good. So if you want to know more about the history of citation managers and citation management software, just go to this DOI, or Digital Object Identifier. I think I can paste it in the chat. Hold on. There. So you can just read all of it. This is a paper from 2014, but it's still applicable today. So I think there not much has changed when it comes to citation management. So ang ano ba? Sige, chismis muna. Malapit nang mawala yung Mendeley app. Wala kasing gumagamit. Supposedly nag-survey sila and sobrang baba lang no usage. So sooner or later mawawala na yung Mendeley app. Hindi ko lang alam kung tinanggal na nila completely kasi hindi na ako ganun ka-updated ever since last year. Last year pa yung balita na yun eh. So, and ano pa ba? For Zotero, ang advice ko sa inyo is do not upload full text PDFs. Usually, there comes a time na masyado ng marami and it crashes. So, nagbabog down yung system and so mas maganda na i-link nyo na lang yung resource. Ganon din naman yung mangyayari. Nandito pa rin naman yung full text for you to annotate or highlight. Okay. So, ito yung top na ginagamit ng most universities or most researchers in the academic world there. So, Mendeley, Zotero, site you like, can't read it, EndNote, RefWorks, tsaka Papers. So, ito yung functionality nila as compared. So, there's a reason kung bakit Zotero yung leading na open source. Tingnan nyo naman yung features niya. Nandun siya lahat. In every single item meron siya. So, the nearest one by sheer number, I think, is RefWorks. So, again, yung sa EndNote, makikita nyo, asa na nga ba yung point ko dito? Ayun, no, hindi siya nag-aano ng PDF files. Hindi siya nag-aalaw mag-share ng PDF files. Unlike ng Mendeley at Zotero. So, and of course, if you want the full list, the full comparison list, as in talagang lahat ng citation management tools, merong nagtiyagang mag-compile sa Wikipedia. So, just go to this link. Sige, copy na rin natin sa chat. So, in case gusto nyong mag-explore ng citation management tool ng other countries, especially if you are working on research publication of other nations na iba yung citation style nila, it might be worth exploring yung citation management tool na ginagamit nila to get maybe not to use pero to get an insight on how they organize things. And then konting plug lang, attend po kayo ng ating ALAM, Advancing Libraries, Archives and Museums 2022. Ang ating pong theme this year is Synergies of Culture and Resilience, Paving New Roads to Innovation, Transformation and Sustainability. So, ayan po ang ating QR code. Yan. So, madaling-madali lang po, bit.ly/alam 2022. Yan. So, yun lang po ang ating overview. So, again, to answer the first slide's question, which citation management tool would be best for you? That would depend actually on you. So, I hope you learned something from the overview, and you can explore more. You can watch all of our topics via mainlive.upd.edu.ph/VOD or video on demand. And I guess I'll stop sharing so we can proceed with questions.
Okay, thank you, Sir Arthur, for that overview on different citation management tools. Let's now proceed to the Q&A. Again, our Slido link is posted on our chat box. You can shoot your questions there. And let me just share my screen for a bit. Okay. For our first question po, which citation manager would you recommend for laptops with a low memory capacity or processing speeds? Any tips for managing this aside from upgrading specs?
Well, as I said, I would I do not choose citation managers based on the capability of the computer. I choose it on which discipline I delve into. So like I said, STEM para EndNote for STEM, uh, for I guess humanities, Mendeley. When it comes to that, I'm guessing you should stick to something web-based. So either yung uh, web version ng Mendeley, web version ng EndNote, stick to web versions. So para less strain on your computer. As long as makakapag-run ka ng any basic browser, gagana lahat ng mga web-based na citation managers. Other than upgrading specs, keep your computer clean or optimized as much as possible. Kasi sometimes akala natin mabagal, yung pala marumi lang or marami lang junk files or marami lang malware, bloatware, yan. So,
Okay, for our next question, different po ba yung World of Science sa EndNote? Mine says your roaming access has expired and therefore you will not see Web of Science and full text links, and you will not.
so yun yung sinabi ko kanina na nauuna yung question dun sa presentation. Na-mention ko dun sa presentation kanina na kailangan yung i-activate yung roaming access. So as of now, kung hindi kayo makakapasok sa university to do it, so you either for our faculty and staff, you can apply for VPN so that pag nag-access kayo sa EndNote, ang madedetect niyang IP address is the campus IP address. And then for our students, you can contact your home college libraries and ask assistance from your librarians in order for you to be able to log in within the university. So yun yung sagot dun. Na-discuss ko siya actually kanina. Yeah.
So
Next
this is
question.
similar. Okay. Next question, can I merge my personal Mendeley or EndNote account with my UPmail account?
So you have two accounts. You have a personal account and you have an account with your UP webmail. You can merge them in the sense that they'd have the same content. So export all of the citations and then import it to the other account. Now your problem would be Mendeley would make you choose. Basically, hindi pwedeng parehong institutional edition yung access ng dalawang account. It's one or the other. The moment malink mo yung personal, or rather, the moment makagawa ka sa using your UP webmail, yun na yung institutional edition access mo. Kapag naman gumawa ka ng personal mo, tapos nilink mo via Open Athens, UP webmail, yun na yung institutional edition access mo. So, pili ka ng isa. When it comes to merging, madali lang naman, export mo lang naman yung citation, tapos i-import mo.
Thank you,
Next.
sir. Magkakaroon po ba ng institutional subscription ng Zotero if mawawala na ang Mendeley?
Actually, hindi kailangan open source yung Zotero. May bayad ba ang Zotero? I've never heard na may bayad ang Zotero. Wait lang. Meron ba siya? Parang for the
I think it's
longest...
free and open source.
Open source siya eh. So,
yeah.
If ever, I think what you're talking about is yung additional space or additional storage. Baka meron silang hosting fee or something to that effect. Pero for the most part, Zotero is free. Kaya nga for those without access to our UP subscriptions, yun yung suggestion namin. Aside pa sa halos lahat ng features meron siya.
Our next question po, what Citation Manager is suitable for cloud-based Word programs like Google Docs?
Well, the reason why we chose, one of the reasons why we chose Mendeley was wala siyang issue with, madali lang yung installation ng plugin sa Word, and at the same time, wala pa kami na-encounter na problem. So, based on our limited experience, Mendeley would be best for Word. But of course, we really did not test everything. We rank them by features and then by the disciplines we have, and then yung available sa market, and then from those we chose the top. So we didn't test for everything. So for the next one, thank you. So na-decommission na pala yung Android iOS version ng Mendeley last year. So huli na pala yung chismis ko.
I think that's it for the Q&A, sir. Thank you.
I think may question sa chat kanina eh.
Okay, sir.
Hindi ko siya napansin. How can I ask a follow-up question? Just put it in the chat. I'll answer it. So, yeah. Miss Kim, you can just put it in the chat and I'll answer. If you guys have any other questions, then yeah.
Okay, so I think that's it. You may chat na lang po sa chat box, tapos sasagutin na lang po ni Sir Arthur.